You may think this is kind of weird to start with this. I want to start with your brother because I've known you guys since I met you when you were being recruited, actually before your senior year at South Hills in Fort Worth. I know how much you guys wanted this to be a shared experience, and I think it still will be, but how traumatic was that for you as well as obviously for him, he having to give up football?
Yeah, it was real traumatic, real kind of a tough time to go through. I mean, we've been kind of a thing our whole life that we wanted to play together at college level and eventually play at the NFL. It's tragic that he had to kind of give it up early, but we're definitely going to still have that process together, and we're still going to go through it together.
Is the biggest shame of that no one's ever going to know? Because everybody knows how talented you are. Mm-hmm. The shame is going to be they're not going to know how talented he could have been at this level?
Definitely. That's one thing that I just really, really wanted everybody to see is that they've seen me play, but they just really haven't truly seen him play to his full potential. So that was one big thing that's really just kind of tragic for everybody not to be able to see what he can really do.
All right, let's talk about the season for you. When you have a season like you had last year, All-American, runner-up for the Blitz, it's hard to top that, and it'll be a different quarterback. How confident are you can, and the team can have a better year?
Oh, definitely, real confident. I believe in all the guys in there as quarterbacks, everybody. I believe in the whole team. So I feel like I can go out there and do the same thing I did last year and probably even better because that's my goal. I'm trying to go out there and break more yards than I had last year and hopefully win the Blitnikoff.
I asked Johnny this, and he said, "Nah, I just snapped to whoever's back there." Your opinions on the quarterback, and I know you got to be careful, and it's still a competition, but obviously it's a pretty critical thing for you.
Definitely, yeah. Both guys are really looking good right now. I mean, they're both back there. They know the defenses, like reading defenses. They both know the offense real well, and they're both looking really good. So it's going to be real fun to see them go out there and compete.
Yeah, I snuck over for a metabolic practice. I like to do that in the summer. And I remember how much fun it was to see James Washington leading the receivers. And you were one of those young guys. I mean, he wouldn't let anybody move on to another drill until everybody did it right, including him. He was harder on himself. So how much have you been that kind of James Washington guy this summer?
That's one thing I've really been trying to work on, being more of a leader towards the guys. I kind of don't really talk too much from leading exactly. I kind of try to do it by example more than talking about it. But that's one thing that James did real well that I'm trying to really pick up on and improve on.
The other thing, too, is about that quarterback situation. Is there one guy that's better at maybe certain routes, or are they all pretty much good at across the board?
Yeah, honestly it's pretty even right now across the board. That's why it's kind of hard to really say who it is or who's going to really take the job. So, I mean, this is going to be real nice to see them guys go out there and compete in fall camp and see who gets it.
All right, last thing. Do you think you have the best position coach in the country? Because I don't know that there's too many coaches out there coaching their position better than Casey Dunn.
Oh, definitely. I think we have one of the best. Yeah, definitely in the country, in the nation, really. I mean, he's hard on everything we do, every little thing we do, and I'm just really happy for him to be my coach.
He got a new deal and the assistant head coach and all that. And I don't know if there were a lot of fans that thought they might lose Casey Dunn. Were you ever going to his office and, Coach, can't leave me, man. Can't leave me.
Oh, no, definitely. Just knowing Coach Dunn, I mean, he's a loyal guy, so he knows that he's going to stick out through it, and he wouldn't leave us like that. So he knows where he should stay.
All right, last thing. Has Trayson come up to you at all this summer or at any point and said, look, Tylan, you can do this better? I can't wait until he really coaches you up.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. He's always out there coaching me up. He'll come out there metabolics and coach me up on some things I'm doing wrong. So it's definitely nice having him out there.
Since Coach Grinch arrived, have you seen any difference in those guys?
Yeah, they're moving around with a sense of urgency. I feel like they're playing with more of a chip on their shoulder, and they have a lot to prove this year.
Yeah. I mean, you probably go up against those guys a lot in practice. Do you feel like
most
they've improved a lot?
Yeah, they have. I mean, Coach Grinch is a hard guy, and he's not taking any slack from anybody, and I really applaud him on that, and can't wait to see how it's going to turn out in the fall.
CeeDee, in terms of the wide receivers in this conference, you, Tylan Wallace, Jalen, Reagor, all guys that are here today, how do you think this conference stacks up at the skill position compared to the rest of the conferences in the country?
I feel like we have the most competition in our conference. Great guys like you named, Tylan Wallace, Jalen Reagor, Denzel Mims, a lot of other guys. They're all very complimentary. They fit well in their system, and like I said, we probably have the most competition in our group. In our conference.
Reagor said you guys still talk quite a bit.
Oh yeah, most def. We actually just talked not too long ago.
So even though you guys play for different schools, you're still pretty close with everybody?
Yeah, we built a bond during the recruiting process that I feel like it's unbreakable. You go into a different school for your future, so I can't really hold a grudge, you know.
Right.
So I wish him the best season of his career this year, and as he knows his family.
Can Oklahoma be as good as last year?
Yeah, I feel like we can, if not better. We're always striving to work on a minor thing that we messed up on last year. If it's the physical aspect or the mental aspect of the game, just be better than we were last year.
Yeah, you guys are raising the bar every year, aren't y'all?
Yeah, that's kind of the standard.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially with Coach Riley as a head coach, man's a great guy. He likes to build off anything we started.
CeeDee, do you think that young, highly touted group is going to contribute, and is there one or two that you see further along at this point?
Yes, I feel like they're all going to contribute. Trade, pretty much the whole wide receiver corps. I feel like them guys they're ready to battle right now as we speak. We have a game tomorrow. I'll be confident in them. I'm obviously looking to do my best to teach them as much as I can, be as best of a leader as I possibly can, and I hope all is well in the fall.
What are your thoughts about being back in this building since December? What are your memories of that game?
Great memories, obviously, coming off a Big 12 championship. And hopefully the next time y'all see me in here, we'll be holding up another one.
Are you better, and if so, why?
I feel like I am better, just more of the mental part of the game, elevating my game, obviously physically if I need to, which I feel like I do, just critiquing myself on small things.
How will the offense change if Jalen Hurts is the quarterback?
I don't really see much of a change considering you still have everybody else in the coaching staff.
Yeah.
The guy's a playmaker. He's dual threat.
Right.
Pretty much like the last two quarterbacks we had.
Right.
So I feel like he's going to contribute well if he is named number one.
He's a lot better athlete than Baker, though, right?
Come
on.
I ain't gonna really say too much on that. That's gonna start an argument.
Baker didn't run very much, but Kyler.
He could.
Yeah.
He
In
could.
some ways, is he a bigger version of Kyler? Does he have great wheels?
If you have wheels and can throw, I wouldn't consider you just a Kyler, you know?
Yeah.
So, he's very intelligent. He's a smart guy, high IQ. He has everything you can, measurables in a quarterback. Guy's pretty big, as you can tell.
Right.
Great athlete. He can run, jump, throw. And I just can't wait till y'all see him showcase his ability.
CeeDee, do you have any personal goals for the season?
Really, just go out there and play every game like it's my last. Because I don't know if it is going to be or if it's not. I just want to go out there, attack the day, dominate my opponent, and just win the day. That's all. That's pretty much it.
Would you say, is it a goal for you to have this be your last season?
Yeah, it's a goal, but it's not really a mindset, you know? So, going in, knowing that I'm draft eligible, it's a huge honor, and I'm not going to overlook that. And every morning I wake up blessed, but, I still have to get the job done in order to make myself really eligible, you know? So I wake up every morning, attack the day like it's my freshman year again.
Is the Biletnikoff a goal for you as well?
Oh yes, most definitely. Yeah, it's been my goal since last year. Last year, first game, I opened up with a Biletnikoff jersey, me in Hollywood. That's what we did. It's still there. The standard's still there, the goal's still there. I just got to work harder to improve and make it more of a realization.
When you talk about CeeDee Lamb and you talk about Tylan Wallace, certainly a Biletnikoff finalist, and your name's thrown in there as well as one of the top receivers, not only in this conference but in the country. When you hear that and you hear the way the media voted you as an All Big 12 player preseason, does that motivate you coming into this season?
It's humbling. Just being in a conversation with those guys, those are like my brothers. I've been talking to those guys since high school, so just seeing all three of us succeed, even those two, just seeing them succeed and grow as players, as men, it just makes me proud.
I talked to Lucas right before this and talked about, TCU generally under Coach Patterson thought of as a defensive team. You guys certainly have a chip on. Does that put a chip on the shoulder to try to change that narrative a little bit and make sure that people know that you can still play offense at pretty high level?
I'm pretty sure everybody knows. It's just Coach P's a defensive coach, but he coaches the team also. So as far as it being a defensive team, it's about us going out and playing every Saturday.
Talk about last season, obviously a lot of injuries. What's the next step offensively for this team?
Just growing, finding chemistry, and like I said, just growing up, not plateauing, and keep progressing.
Where are you, Lucas, where you guys fit in the leadership role? Obviously, a lot of people think, quarterback is the leader, but you guys certainly guys that are coming back as veterans on this team. Where are you guys fitting that?
I would say we're at the top. People look at us for examples, and we have to lead by example. So I feel like us being leaders, we have to be at the top of the chart.
Lucas said that, when every time, you go to practice with you, it seems like every day you're better and you haven't, taken your foot off the gas and you kind of stayed humble and continue to grind here. Is it hard to do that when you have success like you've had to kind of maybe take the foot off the gas pedal? Because it certainly sounds like you haven't.
No, it's not hard to do because Coach P and the way I was brought up by my parents, just learning how to handle success. So, it's easy to have a good year and then fall off, and I don't want to be one of those guys. I want to consistently stack good year on top of good year on top of good year, and as long as I can. So, just and then when my younger teammates see me working hard, even after the success, it drives them to see like, okay, he's had that much success, but he still works hard, still works every day, still goes in the weight room, still take care of his body. So it's about keeping everything consistent.
Jalen, really appreciate it.